Live. Welcome to the work, Grift, everybody. It's me, Ken, and Hotep, joined by Jay Pylon. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Jay.
No problem.
Man, I thought today was gonna be like laid back and relaxed and all that other stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
But somebody had a meeting today. Somebody wanted to have a meeting. Who have a meeting on a Friday? Like an in-person meeting on a Friday.
Turned out you're gonna have to do work before the weekend starts.
Yeah, y'all gotta do work before the weekend start and stuff. So check it, right? So so I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I just gotta make sure the TV working and the microphones and all that other stuff work for what's that shit called? Teams. All right. So I make sure all that stuff working. So I said, all right, I'll be back up 15 minutes before to make.
You hear me?
Huh?
Your cam froze.
Oh no, hold on.
Yes,
sir.
We
can't fix that. Let's see if we can't fix that. There we go. All right, I should be good now. Anyway, so am I back?
Not yet. I'm not on my end. Let me see. I don't see you.
You don't see me?
Look like you're back on mine. No, you're still frozen.
Oh no, what the hell going on here? Let's see. Give me a second. Boom. Run in the chat if y'all can see me. And y'all, if I'm moving around and all that other stuff, I don't know. So, nah, you stationary. I'm stationary. What the fuck, y'all? I don't know what be going on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
Are you moving now?
All right, there we go. All right, so, oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, so I go back up there 15 minutes later to make sure that everything working still, right? The person running the meeting, they was like, "Oh, I got to make sure that I can access these files."
Your screen went black.
Like, come on, yeah, it went black. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know. Goodness gracious, am I still black now?
Well, you'll always be black.
Goodness gracious, hold on real quick. Hold on, what the hell going on here? Give me a sec.
Oh my goodness.
Give it a second, y'all. Let me see.
Shout out Jimmy in here.
Y'all hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Let's see. Yeah.
Why are these people
you in the black and your mic fuzz. I'm still gone?
Yeah, you
still gone?
Let me double check because yeah, you're still gone. I'm checking
I'm about to do something real quick.
Checking the stream. I'm checking YouTube's, and you're not coming in. Where should I go eat tonight? They got this new place called The Grand. I'm thinking about going and go check it out. It's called The Grand, and I think they have a little bit of everything. I think they specialize in Mexican cuisine, but they have a little bit of everything over there. So I don't know if it's a national brand or if it's just something to Oklahoma. So I'm gonna go see what that is. Hopefully it'll be all right. Oh my goodness, these guys tripping. So I'm gonna go look and see what it does. What's y'all plans tonight? Chat, what's going on with you? What's your plans tonight? You about to go eat somewhere tonight? Y'all got dates with the wives? What you got on? Stormy a 304. So I got asked Cannon, what's that mean? I wasn't hip to that. It's Friday, protocol said. Salute to all. What's good with it? Jimmy Das Hotep in the building. Protocol, Glenn, Emmanuel. Thought I saw Connor in here earlier. Or was that Cannon Speaks? Sauce the Prophet. Trying to get that, trying to get that J Pylon level. Oh man, so Cannon Hotep is in the keeping the house up renovation. So Cannon, let me tell you a story. So
All
Cannon
right, there
Hotep,
we go. I'm back.
let me.
I'm
Oh,
back.
what's good, Cannon? Want me to start off my story? Let me
Yeah,
see where you at.
yeah, tell a story. Tell a story. Tell a story. Tell a story.
So Cannon is over there in the IT, and they make you go around a lot of spots, right? You have to go to different
Yeah.
areas, right? I mean, well,
Right.
so check this out. We had when I worked at Hollywood Video, right?
Mm.
One day, we get this call, and it's from Louisiana, and they're like, we got a really good worker that wants to come out there and see how you do things out there in Oklahoma. He just wants to peep game, and he's trying to move up the corporate ladder. This was back when Hollywood Video still thought they was gonna stay afloat, right? So we say, oh, okay, we'll check him out. So his name was now I'm just guessing because this is not going to be his name because I'm not trying to put him on blast, but we'll say his name is LaQuentin, right? His name was LaQuentin. So we wait. LaQuentin shows up. LaQuentin comes in there, and he's talking crazy off the bat. Like our manager Gary, Mexican guy, he's over there with me, and we're just putting up videos. It's a chill, relaxed environment, right? He comes in there and he says, "I see y'all moving kind of slow around here. Maybe I could put some fire underneath y'all and get y'all to move a little quicker." Now check this out. This cat is not corporate. He's on the same level as us. He's just a rank and file video employee that puts DVDs and Blu-rays on the shelf. That's it. Checks people in and checks people out. So they say, there's this Hollywood Video meeting. They have these national meetings, right? They say while you're there in Oklahoma, we'd like you to go and check it out. So he says, all right. So our manager comes back. Oh, she was a beast. She was a terrible woman. So she comes out. She's like, "What's going on, people?" And that's like her voice exactly. She weighed about 450 pounds. She's always eating sandwiches in the back, and she come running out there. She's like, "What's going on, people?" So he's up there up the front, and he's waiting to be told, what his assignment was to go check out this meeting. They tell him, "Okay, we're gonna give you the directions to go." Now we have Wichita Falls, Texas, nearby us, right? That's where the meeting's being held at the Hilton. So they say, right. LaQuentin, we need you to go check out this meeting. It's in Wichita Falls. You need some directions to get there. And he says, "I don't need directions because I'm going places in life." So we're like, okay, go ahead.
What?
So
what?
So next day we come into work, right? Next day we come into work. Hey, they've been calling all day. Corporate's been calling. The meeting has been calling at the Hilton. Where's LaQuentin? Why isn't LaQuentin here? He's supposed to. He has his seat here. We were gonna have him come through.
His ass lost.
Where is he? Where's LaQuentin? We get a phone call. "Hey, it's me, LaQuentin. LaQuentin, where you been at? Where you at? What's going on?" "Oh, I'm here, but I don't see no meeting." "Where you at?" Wichita, Kansas. I hopped on the airplane and I flew to Wichita, Kansas, and I don't see any meeting going on. Wichita, Kansas, you're supposed to be in Wichita Falls, Texas, a 30-minute drive from us. 30-minute drive, bro. We were handing you the directions, but you said you didn't need them because you was going places in life. Lost places.
His ass going to the unemployment line is what it sound like.
That was the nuttiest employee I ever seen in my whole life.
You'll say corporate sending me to Kansas.
So we could after that, we understood why they were sending him to us. They were sending him to us to sabotage our location so they would look good for the corporate ladder. He was a saboteur.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
They came out. They had to come off of all kind of money for him for reimbursement and for all his nonsense that he pulled on his own, heading to Kansas.
How the lady sound again?
What's going on up here, people? Oh Lord, she was a nightmare.
We had my football coach, one of my football coaches in high school, his wife was heavy set, right?
Yeah.
So we was coming back from I forgot where he was coming back from. He was coming back from something, I think like a 7-on-7 or something like that. And one of the football players, so we rode in different cars. So I was driving, so I drove. So they was telling me that that they rolled back with Coach Coop. So they said, hey yo, hey yo, why the whole time Coach Coop's wife kept getting mad because he wouldn't stop at McDonald's, right? So
Oh, she was getting angry about the McDonald's stops that
yeah,
wasn't happening.
so
Mm.
she kept saying, stop at McDonald's, Randall, because that when you said that's how she was saying, stop at McDonald's, Randall. And he wouldn't stop, right? So she was like, Ronald McDonald, Randall. Ronald
Oh
McDonald,
man, they had to be driving everyone crazy.
Randall McDonald. Yo, they said they was crying, yo. They said they was trying so hard, like not to
Not to
laugh
start
out
laughing.
loud in the car. Yeah, he said they had to hold it in so bad that it hurt because they didn't want to laugh because they didn't want to have to run laps in practice.
Oh yeah, because it's Coach, right?
Yeah,
So
but then
they didn't get to hoorah Coach and be like, "Yeah, stop at McDonald's, Randall. What's going on with you? Your wife hungry? Give her a Big
so,
Mac. Give her some extra fries. She like the large size fries. Hook her up, Randall."
so then so one day we got in trouble. I forgot what we got in trouble for. We had to run the entire practice. So then they was
Yeah.
pissed. So every time we would pass him, the one dude Rob, every time we passed, he'd be like, Ronald McDonald, Randall. He did it the whole practice. Randall McDonald. He was pissed. He kept making us run. Like, yo, Rob, fuck, stop it. Stop.
Coach wasn't having it, huh?
He wasn't having it, bro. That shit was funny.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get
man.
to it. So apparently, they still on this Stormy Daniels thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, allegedly they talking about it's some criminal charges that may be brought up against Trump regarding his payoffs and all this shit with Stormy Daniels and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, that shit ain't. If the shit ain't happening in his presidency when this shit came out, that shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening, right? Especially after she sabotaged it, right? Because Stormy Daniels, let's be honest, guys, Stormy was a jump off. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying Stormy Daniels was a jump off? I'm just asking. I mean, am I wrong in saying that? But anyway, so I don't know what it is, yo. It seems like it's such a concerted effort to get Donnie T out of the paint, bro. What's the deal with that? You know what I mean?
They worried. They worried about messing up the Ukraine money and all that other warmonger money.
the broccoli said the walls are finally closing in. It's only been 5 years.
The walls are closing in. Oh goodness,
bro! It just don't make sense, y'all. Look, like how many of y'all remember when Stormy Daniels was out there and she said, he basically said she bust Trump to get ahead. Remember that? She did the little little interview or whatever, and she was like, yeah, it was like, because they were trying to make it seem like a victim, and Trump was like this sexual predator and all this other shit.
Oh yeah,
and she was So they interviewed two women. I guess one was a stripper, and I guess Stormy was a porn star. So the stripper chick or the Playboy, I think she was a Playboy model or something. I don't know what she was. She was in love with Donald Trump. She was like, he was the most sweetest, nicest man. Yeah. And that didn't go the way they wanted. And then they thought Stormy Daniels was about to play ball. She was about to play ball, but she got on I think she was talking to Barbara Walters before Barbara Walters died. And she basically, I let him hit it so I can get ahead. I let him hit it so I can move up in life with my career. And everybody was like, what the fuck just happened? Now they trying to resurface this whole Stormy Daniels thing, hoping it's gonna get Trump out of the race. They don't know that Teflon Don ain't going nowhere. Teflon Don ain't going nowhere. They're gonna have to steal they're gonna have to do what they did in 2020 to get rid of Donnie T. And that's just for the Republican primary.
I don't know. It seemed like they're positioning right now, like it seems like they're positioning that DeSantis will be the running mate. I don't know. That seems kind of weird, but that's what they're kind of like positioning at the second.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Protocol's
It
a
seems
sexual
like he,
predator to a chick who paid to take pipe. Right, right. But yeah, it seems like they posturing and they grooming DeSantis to be that candidate.
the running mate.
Yeah, not even a running mate, the candidate.
I don't know. Yeah,
You
well, I
think
don't
he's gonna
think
be
he's
Donnie
gonna.
T running mate?
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? Like it seems like he's either gonna pull out Tulsi Gabbard or he's gonna say, um, because I mean, at the second, right, you have DeSantis and he's doing good in early polling, like he's neck and neck, um, in some spots. So we'll see. I don't know. It just
Protocol got a point.
looking to
With,
me like they're gonna hook up.
a Protocol got a point. Where Donnie T registered at? Is he registered in Florida, or is he registered in New York?
I don't know.
Because I don't think you can have you can't have two candidates registered in New York. Well, you can. I mean, if they running mates, you can't have two running mates from the same state, right?
Well,
I know Donnie T got properties everywhere, but I don't know where he registered at.
Is he registered in 2 states though?
I don't know. Protocol says you can't have two in the same state. So yeah, that's right. You can't have two in the same state. So if Trump
I thought that he was. Let me look this up because it's
because he was when he ran before he was New York.
I don't know. He might be registered in both his whatever in Florida and New York because his Steve Bannon said he was registered in 2 spots. So I don't know. I think that he is registered in 2 spots. He's only going to claim 1. So I don't think that'll be an issue if those two link up.
What's up, Daisy girl? She in the building. Protocol says he remember him saying he was moving to Florida and making that his residency. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago's his residency.
Yeah, but at the same time, he got all those spots in Queens and stuff like that. So all he has to do is
he might just
all he have to do is just say, hey, I'm moving my residence for this because this is gonna be my running mate. Now I don't know if he's even gonna do that because he might pick Tulsi. I think because Tulsi is on Fox News, she's getting comfortable with Tucker and all those people and everybody.
Carrie Lake.
Yeah, but they
She was the people's champ. Carrie Lake was the people's champ.
But she didn't even get to sew up her own spot. They were telling people go home.
Yeah, that's because they was afraid of her.
How in the world could they have her in this? Well, because she was so well spoken and all that.
Look at the storyline. Look at the storyline though. Look how that storyline would play out.
You had a lot of people that was
join forces. That's a made for TV movie.
I think he'll either pick Tulsi or DeSantis. He might have to pick DeSantis if that's the play they tell him. If they tell him, hey, look, you don't want no trouble, you're gonna have to pick DeSantis. If he say he wins, because Tulsi's been kind of anti-war, and I don't think that DeSantis will be anti-war. I think he'll be pro. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know, yo. I think that if he could carry like a Tulsi Gabbard, bro, it's like Protocol saying, yo, it's over. If he get one of them, like he is shooing.
Don't you think he'd win with DeSantis though?
Oh, he definitely will win.
You think he'll pull a lot of numbers too with that cat?
He would. But the thing about it is this shit WWE political theater that him and DeSantis are playing right now, or do they legitimately have like some beef? Me, I want to say that it's some WWE shit and they ain't got no real beef. They just trying to make this shit look good.
That's what it seems like. It doesn't seem like it's like. I haven't seen him say he hasn't taken it to where he's like, making it extremely personal, and you haven't seen DeSantis hitting back like it was extremely personal. It seems like it's just like hype and hoopla to get things, popping up, so people can see them. So people can see them. Yeah.
Emmanuel says, I still think Rand Paul's the best running mate for Trump. Trump lost a lot of momentum with the vacation. Paul gives him credit. I mean, I guess, but I don't know if Rand Paul is popular enough. I don't know if he got enough political capital. Because
when we think about Donnie T, he's a populist person, right? He's the people's person, and then you'll either have Gabbard or either have the Tulsi or you'll have DeSantis be the other half of that equation to pull in some extra folks.
Man, Presley said he thinks he loses with Carrie Lake. Her politics are going to alienate the purple states. Think so? I don't know. I think nobody really. So she was running for governor. Nobody nationwide really heard her platform. When you get on the public stage, and I say Donnie T is the candidate for the Republicans, now the nation got to hear Carrie Lake and her thoughts. And I don't know if it remains that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Emmanuel Presley just in love with Tulsi. He said Tulsi is viable. But no, I agree.
I want to
Tulsi
see if he goes and gets him a Stacey Abrams or brings one of them chicks up.
What if Donnie T did go to Stacey Abrams and say, "Hey, look, I want to change the whole landscape of the political system. I want you to run as my vice president."
Because she's just a figurehead, just like Kamala, right?
Yeah.
She's just a figure. I mean, she would just be a figurehead. They're not keeping her in the office. They're not voting her in. But she would be out there garnering women's votes. I bet a lot of people did go out and vote. Like females did go out and vote for her, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
What if he
she
did
still
that,
failed though?
You think she would say yes? You think she would go for that shit? I don't think so. Then again, I don't know. She's
worry about her bag and her optics, but yeah, no, because you know what? I don't know, man. That would be such a big bag. I don't know. I don't know if some of these Democrats would reject it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a big bag. If you were sitting there saying, "Oh, he got in the first time. He might get in the second. This third time."
She go pull a Kamala like, "Oh, he ain't so bad."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she would be like, even let's say it's a Stacey Abrams type person though. You know what I'm saying? There's other people in the Democrat Party he could reach across to that would be like her. Would go head to head with Kamala, and they would be out there on that whole tour of he's not such a bad man. And look, this is what he's got planned. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Now, that would change a lot of people's votes right there. That would get a lot of spots right there if that was the case. But I don't know what they're probably not going to run it like that.
Protocol says, "Man, I'm telling you, these folks in Georgia will have her head on a platter." We got Chad Lamont in the building. What's going on, Chad? He said, "Damn, y'all stay grifting." That's what it's called, the work grift, bro. Yo, Chad, shout out to Chad for giving me the idea of using StreamYard so I can stream to Twitter and Rumble and YouTube at the same time while I'm out in these streets. I'm out here trying to make a buck. Speaking of making a buck, if y'all want to donate to the Cannon Hotep 300 Blackout Fund, I'd really appreciate it. $ Cannon Hotep on YouTube. If you want to do a Rumble rant, hit me off with the Rumble rant. Hit me off with a super chat. I really appreciate it. Also, hit that like, subscribe, and notification buttons to let you know when I got new content coming out. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let us know how we doing. Also, help us with this algorithm, right? Help us get to the top of this algorithm.
Oh, that Maya Flores has 4 kids.
Maya Flores is fine, boy. Ooh, that's a fine woman, boy.
The Latina girl was getting busy. I don't know if they run. Flores lost her campaign to a Democrat. Flores lost her campaign in November to a Democrat.
Damn, I thought she won.
Texas?
I thought she won. Did she lose her seat that fast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in office from June to January.
Damn. Hey, Mara Flores might be a viable vice president.
She backed Trump. So yeah.
Could you imagine that? He'll get 90% of the Hispanic vote. He go with Mara Flores.
I don't know that. I don't know how that demographic works too, huh?
And she easy on the eyes.
Tulsi easy on the eyes, but
so is Carrie Lake. They all are.
Look, they're gonna
have his own little Charlie's Angels.
including Stacey Abrams. Yeah, Stacey, let's go.
Stacey Abrams gonna be Amanda Waller. They should have picked Stacey Abrams to be Amanda Waller. She looked just like Amanda Waller from the comic books.
Stacey gonna be out there on the campaign trail. Go, Stacey.
Cash gonna say any big girl with a gap tooth and a lisp can cook. They're gonna dress up like Aunt Mama, have her making some pancakes. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna be the White House chef.
They sent her, but the Democrats do her crazy. They sent her as an election observer in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What? They sent her to Africa to monitor the elections that are none of our business. That's nuts, bro. Man. I'm telling you, there's some crazy farce type stuff, and she just take it. She kind of like, what's his name? What's that clown that was sitting with his mittens on and he's been around forever? Bernie Sanders, right?
Yeah, Bernie Sanders. Yeah.
They talk about him and do him any old way, and he just takes it too, because he's just getting that money with his book deal and his ticket masters selling out at $100 a ticket and all that other stuff he's doing. He's just happy to get his cash.
Emmanuel Preston said Stacey Abrams looked like she well done lobster. No, thank you. And he said Kim Klacik would be a fire piece on the Trump team. She would. Trump would have a rainbow coalition of women on his cabinet. Mara Flores.
I hear you.
Or Mara Flores or Carrie Lake or
Tulsi.
Tulsi as the vice president, and whoever don't get vice president, you make Tulsi Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Right. You make Carrie Lake, I don't know, give her Buttigieg's job or some shit like that, right? Or you give Klacik Buttigieg's job, or you give Klacik the Buttigieg job, and you give Carrie Lake what's it called, the press secretary. Since that's where she came from. She came from media. Boom, right there. Just saying.
Yeah, press secretary.
But they gonna say, and they can't say nothing, can they? The woke LGBTQ Black Lives, they couldn't say a goddamn thing. You gotta.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Robert said press secretary. Exactly.
Bring in he really does. But I'm saying what I'm getting at though is that he really needs to find him a Stacey Abrams type to bring on his campaign that reaches across, so he can get in there. Because it can't be like Diamond and Silk, It has to be someone like Stacey Abrams that has already that connection with the left. And they come through and they start saying, "Hey, this is," because if they're on his team, if they're on his side, they're getting that kind of money, they're gonna say whatever, because it's all just like we were saying earlier. A lot of this is all just theater. It's all just like WWE.
Hulk Hogan and Sonny Johnson that can walk in both worlds.
Right? Yeah, or Sonny Johnson. But see, look, you get. I was gonna say, Randy Savage, Macho Man, and Hulk Hogan were kicking it at their barbecues together, right? Yeah. In real life. And the Sheik was there with them and stuff like that, and Roddy Piper and all them. This is the same way. When you look at it, when you look at the behind the closed door documents, Trump was kicking it with the Clintons all the time back in the day. All the time. Every time they went out to golf, tennis, their kids had sleepovers. That's his like his distant cousin. It's his ninth cousin or something like that. They don't even talk about that. That's his ninth cousin, right? So all this stuff is just theater anyways. So they might as well, I would like them to play it up. Bring in a cast of characters that really switch things up. And he's smart enough to pull some stunts like that. So we'll see. I think he's gonna go with it's a toss up. I think he's either gonna go with Tulsi or DeSantis.
That's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know. Emmanuel said I'm voting for Santos 2020. So shut up, yo. He's still out there.
Santos has all the credentials. Huh? He got credentials for days. He was a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. He served in Iraq War. Man, he's done everything. Santos.
Broccoli says they call Larry Elder a white supremacist. They'll say anything. Emmanuel says, I
Yeah,
agree with the Broccoli. The hard left is lost. You need a moderate like Paul or Tosi who can
exactly.
mobilize the people who are in the middle. That's true. You need someone
Yeah,
who is in
you're
between
gonna have to have it, or at least have a
back to blue and
spokesperson
police
come
reform.
through. I'm sorry, but at least sorry, Manuel. Yeah, at least have a spokesperson come through, a Stacey Abrams type.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Sonny Johnson on, bring on Stacey Abrams, bring on these different voices, because you got to win back the middle. If you have the middle, and you have the Republicans, right? And you
Yeah.
basically have the Libertarians. You basically have a lot of the, but now you're gonna have some independents. Now, if you can just get a little bit of a pull from the blue,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you got it made. There's nothing they can't finagle something out of this one. They can't say all the pipes burst and come away with the win.
Daisy Girl says Trump gets elected, the press going to meet back up in the boom boom room.
Yeah.
American president says he think he got a better chance of being Trump's VP than DeSantis.
Emmanuel, I don't think that their beef is
legit.
I really don't. I think that it's WWE. I think that they're just putting on a show. I think they just want to see, they basically like the rhinos and the neocons and the establishment peoples that run everything on the Republican side. They want DeSantis in there because Trump is his own freestylist. He comes in there to freestyle. He doesn't go off the script.
No, he don't. Motherfucker
they tell him what to do, and he comes off and he starts spitting off the dome. He's a freestyle artist. He's a freestyle king like Lil Flip, only in politics. That's Donnie T.
Chad Lamont. Chad says Vivek seems like a trap. I agree. Like Obama 2.0, say all the right things.
Who is Vivek?
And obscure pad. He's the I think is he like Indian or something like that?
Huh?
Yeah, I seen him talk.
Is it the entrepreneur or the? I don't know.
I don't know what he is. I just seen him. I seen him on. I think it was on Fox News. I seen him talking or something.
Oh,
like
he's the cat.
He just came out of nowhere.
He looked exactly like the guy in the what was that movie we were talking about yesterday? The Designated Survivor TV series. He looked just like the guy that's in that plays Keith Sutherland's Secretary of State. Maybe that's what they want next. You were onto something there, Chad. And plus, who's that character, Hakeem the Dream, for the Democrats? Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh, Hakeem Jeffries.
He's definitely the school of Obama politics. He's gonna be. They're trying to position him to run for president after we get rid of
He won't. They're not gonna pick him. They're not gonna pick him. They're gonna pick Westmore out of Baltimore. I guarantee it. They're gonna pick Westmore.
I say they're picking Hakeem. You say they're picking West. We're gonna see what happens.
Westmore, they grooming him. They grooming Westmore right now. Telling you. Handy Bob says, "What's up, Handy Bob?" He says, "Afternoon, people. What's going on, Handy Bob?" Who? Casher said he would love to see Dave Smith roasting people on the debate stage.
Oh, you want to see what I'm eating? They got these new Doritos barbecue chips. Have you tried them yet?
Nah, I like some Doritos though.
Flavor on another level. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
They have roulette flavors. Some spicy, some hot, and sweet. They change the flavors and stuff like. I probably want to go.
Let's see. Emmanuel says Trump has an ego. There's no way he would let someone as hot as DeSantis in. Yeah, I think so. DeSantis in the run next to him. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Handy Bob says all Donnie T has to do is change his residency to New York. That's facts. Chad says Vivek reminds him of the dude from UK. I know who he's talking about, but I can't think of the name. Emmanuel says Vivek speaks well. You know what it is?
Huh? No, yeah, I looked it up. I looked up Vivek Ramasay. It says he wrote the book called Anti-Woke or something like that.
No, I'm saying he said Chad said he liked some dude from the UK. I'm not sure who it is.
Originally?
Man, hold on. Vivek speaks well, but a bit too well. He's a former libertarian. Manchurian. You saying somebody a Manchurian candidate, or is that the dude from the UK named Manchurian? That's a weird fucking name if his name is Manchurian.
Vivek, so let me get this straight. Is he talking about Vivek Ramaswamy? Is that who he's talking about?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Daisy Girl says she would love to see Dave Chappelle host the presidential debates. I want to see Joe Rogan host one.
Oh man, that would be fire. So
That'd be fire.
What's that cat's name? Matt Gaetz, right? He's saying that DeSantis and Trump will be the ticket. That's what he's, according to him.
According to Matt Gaetz?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
I heard it's gonna be Tulsi.
Oh, the Action PR says he's talking about the guy named Khan, the mayor of London.
The one that I told everybody way back in 2020 or 21 that he was going to become the prime minister of the UK.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's saying Chad think he said Chad says the one that you predicted that was going to become prime minister, and then he said he think Vivek a Manchurian candidate. Oh shit! Damn. I'm telling you, they trying everything, and they're gonna try everything in their power to get Donnie T out of the gate, especially now since all this shit coming out about that Jan team.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that narrative is falling apart. It's got to be falling apart even for the normies. They had to be sick of it because it was day in and day out. This is the worst thing since Hiroshima. I mean, your eyes can tell this is not Hiroshima. This is not Pearl Harbor. This is not September 11. 1 million lives were not lost that day.
Right.
Basically, not even one life was lost. I'm sorry. But look, all the hype and hoopla behind it has got to have been wearing on people. I don't know. I'm not a normie, so I don't know what the normie heads are saying. I don't know if they're still stuck in it and saying that was 9/11 all over again or what.
Oh, Rishi Sunak. He's saying Rishi Sunak. Yeah, the dude that you predicted. That's what he looked like. What's up, Champ? You got Champ in the building. Handy Bob says the politically smart move is Tulsi. He needs to capture the independents and no lunatic liberals. Tulsi will bring those groups in because they will now, or they will know she's the 2028 nominee. That is true. So Tulsi would be she would be the Stacey Abrams, because remember she ran as Democrat.
But the Democrats didn't like her because she was anti-war. They thought she was too hippie.
They ain't like her because she scorched the shit out of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on that debate stage. They buried her
got
ass
her kicked out
10 pages deep, and they changed the rules so she couldn't debate.
Yeah,
that's how you knew. That's how you knew the shit was set up.
She tore them
when
up.
They did that shit.
They got her out the paint, just like Cynthia McKinney. Cynthia McKinney went hard for the Democrats at first, and they used to praise her. Then she started going off script and saying, "What's all this war nonsense about? What's all this about? Where are we spending this money? Why are we spending $10 million on these hammers?" And they kicked her out the party.
Yeah, and I think it's allegedly they kicked her out of the CFR too. Protocol says, Jay, did you see the video I tagged Cannon in? Yeah, yo, you missed it last night, Protocol. We reviewed it on Rumble. We reviewed the whole video on Rumble, yo. That everybody was tripping. Emmanuel said I had 10 full cornrows after that one. Bruh. Yeah, yo, we like I watched that shit like 3 times before I put it on the stream, because I was like, yo, we tried to debunk it, yo. We just couldn't. We just came to a conclusion that everybody was crisis actors except for the police officer. Well, the conclusion I came to is that everybody was crisis actors except for the guard that shot Babbitt. But then at the same time, I made the point that, like, remember all of those videos we've seen people getting stabbed in the neck and stuff, and they was leaking like blood all over the floor and all around them, and she had she didn't have that. She didn't have all of that. Yeah, the bodega one, the ones where they got fight in the subway, the one that was on the New York street like a month ago, like blood all over the place. So it's
from my perspective, I figure she's dead. But also from my
Yeah.
perspective, I agree with you. I think that a lot of those characters was a part of the hype and hoopla, and that they had
Mhm.
been they had coerced each other
He
possibly
didn't, and yeah, and they didn't
to into
realize that
how they
she
have to
actually
do
got
stuff.
shot. Yeah, I think everything was staged except for her actually getting shot. I think that whoever the officer that shot her didn't realize that he didn't know that that shit wasn't real.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, because in real life, back to if you're in a confrontation, somebody's shooting, everyone takes off running.
Everybody running.
Everybody takes
Everybody
off
running.
running. Do 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 do. I don't, And
Right.
then number two, officers standing by aren't going to let you start touching a victim and putting your hands all over. They're going to pull you off and pull you away.
Emmanuel crazy. He said, "I think Trump going to roll out Ashley Babbitt on the campaign trail.
He's really trolling his chest now.
Resurrected this true American hero as only I, Donald Trump, can."
Oh my goodness, cold blooded.
Yo, he is a fucking fool, bro.
Look who I brought back to life.
Man.
Goodness.
Oh shit! Reaction said that Tulsi was a major in the Army PSYOPs command.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she was was she WEF or something like that? I don't know. She was in a part of something.
She was CFR.
Was she?
Yeah. She was CFR. Yeah, she was
gorgeous.
CFR. Oh yeah, she is.
She's like one of the youngest characters too, and she only 40 or something like that.
Something like that. She not old.
She just put that little white streak in her hair. She was good to go.
And she fit.
Do all them squats. Yeah, get it, Tulsi. She was born in 81.
She was putting out them workout videos.
I saw her hippie videos where she had the
Oh, you ain't see the workout videos?
Workout videos. No.
Yeah, she's putting out like little Instagrams and shit of her working out.
Yeah.
With a little stretch pants and shit. Yeah, getting it in. doing that hip cardio.
Get it, Tulsi. Yeah, she was doing her thing.
Reaction said, "Did you see the My bad. He said. Reaction said, "Did you see or did you read the cartel's press release about the kidnapping?" Nah,
yeah.
I didn't see the press release. He said Fortune 500 level. You read it?
Yeah, I read. Oh, they said the Scorpions don't. The Scorpion. I guess that was their clique, the Scorpions. I don't understand their culture, but they said that they were apologetic towards the families, and I don't know. They was basically making it that you could have your way with the 4 or 5 guys that they handed over.
Oh shit! So they handed over the kidnappers. Like, hey, do what you want.
Yeah, those cats that went there though, like. So you saw the picture of it. It was what, four Black Americans that went there. Yeah. They looked like to them they thought that when they saw them, I guess that group thought they saw them, thought it looked like the Dominicans or something like that moving in on the territory is what they was thinking initially. Yeah, Haitians or Dominicans they thought was coming through to slang some drugs in their spot. And they were like, "Oh, we better shut it down. Let's blast first, ask questions later." But it was just some characters coming to get like they wanted the woman to get whatever, the butt lift or the tummy tuck or whatever, and they probably wanted to go get some weed or something like that. They was on a peaceful mission and went sideways real fast. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you can't just be crossing. No, listen. Chad said, Jay said, "I don't understand their culture."
Yeah, I don't understand that gang culture out there in Mexico and Mexico, all that stuff with the Scorpions and all that. It sounded like, you know how they had in West Side Stories.
With the government, the Scorpions don't want no beef with the U.S. They like, look, we'll fight our government all day. We ain't fucking with y'all.
But it was in that movie Ciprico, wasn't it? Though you watched that movie, that was a pretty good movie, right? Yeah, part 1 and 2.
Yeah,
that was crazy. And also in what was that other one called? The Ambassador with Brad Pitt, where they took that. You see that one where they took that drill, they stuck it around his neck, and they chopped his whole head off.
Yeah.
Oh man, they did him brutal. Crazy.
Lisa D, what's up, Lisa D? She said, "Good afternoon at work, so I can't stay, but just wanted to pull up and say hi real quick. What's going on? What's going on? You have a wonderful day as well." But yeah, let's see. Tulsi was using her SOPs training to thirst trap. Yeah, she was. And it was working, goddammit.
Cannon was staring at the workout video real hard. I hear you.
Reaction said they were assuming that if they're black, they're Haitian. Don't you dare call them racists.
It was a jacked up situation for them cats though.
Yeah,
I think because they saw
yeah.
them coming, they saw them the way they were moving or whatever, the way they
Mm.
saw them come through. They was like, "Oh shoot, that's them, that's them," and then went and lit them up. And it's like, "Oh man, you guys got the wrong people. It's not them at all. You tearing up some American citizens that had nothing to do with it. They were just on a peaceful little outing, trying to get butt lifts and some weed or whatever."
Butt lifts and weed. Hold on. Why ain't it coming through? Why is my? Oh, that's right.
Tommy
Turn
Tuck.
on.
I said that
No, I
Tommy Tuck too and all that stuff.
don't know why it's not coming through, Chad. I'm looking at my watch. I don't have shit on my watch. Damn. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna pause that up, and then I'm gonna go over this way.
Hey, get out of there! You don't need none more of these. Situational awareness is key, so you don't get caught out in these streets.
Hold on, I'm gonna send this to you so you can read it.
Who, me?
Yeah, hold on.
Well, I always gotta read stuff.
Cause
Let me
cause
see
you
what
got
it
your
look like.
you got your phone up. I mean, you got your computer up. I'm on my phone.
I
I need
hear
to start
that.
bringing my iPad in this bitch.
Send it over.
All right, I just sent it
I'll
to you.
check it out. Oh,
I
it's a
just sent it
long
to you.
story. This is from Chad. He's sending out this
Yeah.
information from, was this Olivia
He
Rondo?
says this is why Juneteenth is a bigger deal to them than that day in September or Pearl Harbor. Even though that day in September and Pearl Harbor served as a good catalyst for war propaganda, Juneteenth was an attack on the institution. So go ahead and read that real quick.
All right, so this is from Olivia Rando, Murray Rothbard, Ben told us, said Chad. This is the article saying we may test the hypothesis that the state is largely interested in protecting itself rather than its subjects by asking which category of crimes does the state pursue and punish most intensely, those against private citizens or those against itself. The gravest crimes in the state's lexicon are almost invariably not invasions of private person or property, but dangers to its own. For example, treason, desertion of a soldier to the enemy, failure to register for draft subversion or subversive conspiracy, outing of rulers, such as economic crimes against the state or counterfeiting its money or evasion of its income tax. Compare the degree of zeal devoted to pursuing the man who assaults a policeman with the attention that the state pays to the assault of an ordinary citizen, yet curiously, the state's openly assigned priority to its own defense against the public strikes few people as inconsistent with its presumed raison d'etre, right? Reasoning, right? Raison d'etre. I'm not how to pronounce that French.
Yo, yeah, I always hear. I remember hearing Chad talking about Murray Rothbard. I need to read some stuff from them. I just haven't, but I agree. It's not an attack on the institution as we see it as an attack on the institution. You know what I mean? You said, Chad said, I guess it means reason for being. Oh yeah, I did see this, Emmanuel. He says, has anybody been paying attention to the tech bank collapsing? Our economy is smoke and mirrors. You hear about that, Silicon Bank?
Yes, I saw that. No, they shutting it down. It reminds me of the Keating Five. Remember that group back in the '80s that McCain was a part of, and was it Senator Keating or whatever? And they had the they had so many bank scandals back then, and then we're just going through it again on a repeat. Basically, it seems like there's a lot of crooked stuff that goes on with those institutions half the time, and I haven't seen who's going to fall out from it, because look at Sam Bankman-Fried, and I think he's still doing just fine.
Yeah. What happened to him? Is he still on trial? Is he in jail? What's going on with him? His ass back in Hawaii chilling. I mean, the Bahamas.
The lawyers are trying to delay the trial. so far. I think he's out on bail, as far as I know. I think he's out on bail, and I don't know. They're trying to do the trial, but they keep delaying it or whatever. They think he's going to spend time behind. If he does, I would guess that it's just going to be in the softest, cushiest place imaginable.
Chad says his name says it all. Manfred. Bankman Freed. That's true.
Bankman
That's true. They always got to give you a fucking layup. Remember the dude from Cleveland that killed that man in the middle of the street on Facebook? His name was Steve Stevens. Steve Stevens. Steven Stevens or Steve Stevens, and he said he was out there rampaging because his girlfriend broke up with him. You know what his girlfriend name was?
What was it?
Joy Lane. Joy Lane.
Joy Lane.
Joy Lane. Joy Lane. I'm like, really? This how we doing this? So Steve Stevens got broke up by Joy Lane. And then they called him what they call him? A white skin male or some shit like that. It's just a lot.
Oh, I was wondering whatever happened to Young Jock. Remember he had some trouble with something too come up. I'm gonna look that up.
I don't know. I just know I ain't listened to Young Jock since that nigga got a perm in his head, looking like Andre 3000.
He hasn't come out with anything in a long time, has he?
Nah. Reaction PR says, what? They did what? He says they released all the info of the origins of the code base. The stupid 19. They should. But I swear, y'all, all these like releases of all this information just make me feel like they distracting us from something.
Oh yeah, the information. It's like information overload at this point, to where we're seeing stuff behind the curtain that you wouldn't expect to be released just yet, right? Should be more or less. We were thinking, well, all this stuff should be released maybe 5-10 years later, but it's popping out. So what's the next move? Because they got something up their sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the EMPs,
bro. Like, what if some shit happened this weekend?
Powers.
Cause so much shit dropped this week that what if like the shit carries into the weekend and got everybody's attention, and then some shit go down big this weekend.
Ryder, don't do that. Don't do no.
Reactions say treachery is afoot. A man says Young Jock out here looking like Bebe friend. No, they got April O'Neil out here looking like Bebe friend.
Shoot. Oh man. You bring up April O'Neil and how they did her rough and made her all Humpty Dumpty, Lumpty and Frumpty.
You got April O'Neil wearing them skivvies with the broke down backs.
Shoot. They got her tore up from the floor up. Yeah, April O'Neil is a mess.
Meanwhile, everybody keeps showing this one photo or drawing of April O'Neil. It looked like a white lady with it looked like Lionel Richie.
They got a Lionel Richie looking picture.
Yeah, it looked like Lionel Richie, yo. So, but what's this?
Chad Lemoyne said April looked like Stacey Abrams.
Out of everyone's control. Yeah, Stacey Abrams. I'm just saying, it just don't make sense, right? Like the picture they were showing, like it's a white woman. Even like what Young Ripper said, like, yo, back in the 80s, white women had perms, right? Mm. And like white women perms made their hair curly. You know what I mean? And like black women perms made their hair straight.
Wow. Remember I was just saying, remember our idea is just make her beautiful, or like what I was saying, just invent a new character, make a April O'Neil competitor, that's a beautiful black gal, and that she has ninja skills and stuff like that. And maybe she's a member of the Foot Clan, and April has to fight her, and they have to, try to win her over from the dark side to come over to the light or something like that. Have a whole arc. They could have a cool
Yeah, like
arc going that
what's
that
that girl
people.
name that's from the girl from Fast and the Furious, right? The newer ones, the
Michelle
British chick.
Rodriguez.
No, the British girl.
I don't know
The
her.
the the light skinned British chick.
She a
She was
sister
like in the
girl.
last few. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she I guess she's the sister girl. She mixed. I forgot it. She was just
Yeah.
in that new Kevin Hart movie on Netflix too. I can't remember her name. She
Okay.
fine as a mug. Make her April O'Neil. Goddamn it.
For the live action. Because no
Huh?
parent, no parent is the parents. As a parent, I'm not getting that for my daughter. That little frumpy April O'Neil. I'm not buying the doll for her. I'm gonna go get her a cute doll, and say,
Right.
this is like, cause it's like crazy to just make her look rough like that, and say, here's April O'Neil just to spark some backlash, because you're doing that on purpose. It'd be the same if they
Mm-hmm.
got it's the same that we were saying, it's stereotypical and it's lazy of them to do Donatello having glasses, and now that he's got the glasses, that he's the nerdy one because he works on machines. So they're making him more and more and more nerdy. They're geeking him up a lot more every time. When in the original, yeah, he worked on the machines and stuff, but he was still a part of the group. And
Right.
he didn't have glasses on, but they're getting so lazy with their stereotypical nonsense. So now you got
And
the April O'Neil. She's chunky and frumpy, and she looked like she has a big bird poop stain on her shirt. Like, that's really sloppy. Why do you have to make her sloppy like that, though?
right. Right. Her name Natalie Emanuel. That's her name. She fine, yo.
Natalie
She
Emanuel.
fine. Natalie Emanuel. Good Lord in the morning. She is smoking. Like Chad says she's smoking. Oh yeah, she was in Game of Thrones. We got to see her boobies in Game of Thrones. She was one of the slaves in Game of Thrones.
Let's see.
And Meryl said you ain't even need no weave. You get a hot comb and some pressing oil right in the kitchen. What's going on, man? Jr. Bell in the building. He said, "Yo, Canton is going stealth with the live." Yeah, I got yo. It's suck outside. It's too cold, so I'm trapped in the closet. So, Robert Robert Banks said she fine too. I'm telling you, yo, she be a good fucking April O'Neil. Y'all want a black kid? There you go. She gotta be mixed. But there you go. There's your April O'Neil right there. Natalie Emanuel, goddamn it.
She's the
All right,
one.
but even like I even posted on Twitter because they was going after like they were saying they was going after Young Ripper or Eric July for like his take, and I'm like, yo, he right. And I showed him the
Hmm.
original live action April O'Neil. I'm like, this bitch got a perm. Her hair's curly. Like, what's the problem? Like, he's right. Like, stop. The problem and my problem ain't my problem ain't that she like I said I don't like tokenized characters, but my problem ain't the fact that they made a black April O'Neil. My problem is that why you got to make a black woman look like that?
Hmm.
Why you got to make her look like Lizzo?
Hmm.
Why she got to look like
Yeah.
Stacey Abrams?
Yeah, and yeah, it's silly, and it's just so lazy, and it's just like goes back to what we've been saying. Like, it just be so much better to just invent a brand new character. Just keep April O'Neil the white girl, then bring in the pretty black character, animator, and just come up with a whole new storyline, because it seems like they're running in circles with these same old tired storylines, and just being stereotypical about everything, and just lazy as heck. Just poor writing. It's poorly
It is.
crafted.
It's lazy. Emmanuel Presley
Lazy
says
as all get out.
Natalie. Emmanuel Presley said Natalie Emmanuel looks like she gets out of bed like the sun rising.
Huh? Really?
Too cold. It's 70 degrees here, man. It's 70 degrees because you live in Louisiana, Chad. Like it's cold as shit here in Baltimore, y'all. It's like 40 degrees outside, some shit like that. I know it's windy as fuck and it's raining. I can't wait for the weather to break, y'all. Because the harbor be nice when the weather nice. Yeah, I'm in the IT room, y'all. I'm in one of the IT rooms. It's one of our where we keep some like extra shit, our stock room, I guess you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
R. Kelly had about like 20 different versions of that Trapped in the Closet, didn't he?
It was a whole saga. Your boy
Yeah, it was
Hotep with it was
big old
streaming.
saga. 33. He had 33 chapters.
Yeah, your boy Hotep with it was streaming. He was streaming Call of Duty while he was singing the different chapters, yo. That shit had me rolling, yo.
Good grief, 33.
A man said I had a conversation with a coworker. Where is the fat, sexy symbol in any other culture? Why are black men giving Lizzo? Why are black men giving Lizzo and told she's beautiful? I don't know. And I'm not even. Come on, yo. The harbor be looking nice, yo. Come on. Like, now I wouldn't go take a dip in the fucking water, but it be looking nice on a nice, bright, sunny day. Shit, it's a nice optical illusion out this bitch. God damn. But that's some sexy looking big girls, man. Like, I guess some sexy looking big girls out here in the streets. You know what I mean? But Lizzo just ain't one of them. Like, Lizzo lose like 50, 60 pounds, she might be attractive.
Man.
TP2 still fire.
Personality carries a lot too, doesn't it? Personality is
it carries a whole lot.
For me, I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, heck nah, personality garbage." But for me, I don't know. I think personality, like they like you could meet a fine looking female and she be negative and down on everything, and everything is a nightmare for her, and everything is horrible, and she doesn't want to do anything. Like, that personality drags you all the way down. That looks goes from wherever you were sitting at all the way down. For me, I'm like, I don't want to kick it with you or anything.
Yeah, Missy Elliott, she's attractive. YB said Lizzie got a pretty face, don't lie. Lizzo not a bad looking girl in the face. It's just her attitude, her hair be all fucked up. She just look good. I can't get with it. You know what I mean?
I don't care for her.
Emmanuel said you can't be 250 and sexy. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I guess to come full circle, guys. One in the chat, if Stormy Daniels was a jump off. One in the chat, if Stormy Daniels was a 304. One in the chat, if Donnie T gonna skate this whole lawsuit with Stormy Daniels about the campaign finance bullshit that they couldn't get him on the last time. And they still trying to tout out Manafort like he's the smoking gun again. That's the funny part. Saw says Lizzo do unnecessary shit. Like, why you pulling your ass out to play the flute? Right. And then that bullshit she did at the Laker game. She had like assless chaps on with a fucking t-shirt. That shit dumb. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. There is a difference between a pretty face and a sex symbol. I agree. But you know how I go. That's what it is. Like, for example, right? If you go to Old Navy they was running this campaign talking about clothes at every size or some shit like that. And I was like, y'all talking about clothes at every size? So how come y'all ain't got my size in this bitch? And the girl was like, yeah, I know, it's kind of dumb because it's only for women.
It's only for women. Yeah, you go in the store, they got sometimes you just got a poor selection over there for the men, so you got to order something online every now and then, you know. Exactly. I mess with TJ. I mess with TJ Maxx. Do you like your TJ Maxx out there?
I don't ever go because I don't be feeling. My wife messed with Ross. She loved TJ Maxx and Burlington and Marshalls. I can't do it because I don't feel like fucking going on a scavenger hunt for shit. I can't. I hate it. But she be going. Okay. She in that bitch religiously, boy. I think all her clothes. I don't know. I think all her clothes come from either one of those places. Me, I'm just like, I might see a pair of socks. Like, oh, that's cool.
I love me some TJ Maxx. The Kohl's, I mess with Kohl's every now and then. You mess with Kohl's, and I couldn't find anything in that Old Navy. I went in the Old Navy one time. I was like, this. I don't know. This store doesn't have anything I could wear. It wasn't my size. It was just just a bunch of different weird stuff they had. And it might just be my location though here in Oklahoma. Um, Hotep Jesus is doing his interview with Live Free today. Viva
Yeah,
Free
Viva La Fry,
over there
La Fry. Yeah.
over there on
What time is
Rumble. So
that?
after the right now, after the work grift,
Oh
everyone
shit.
should hit it up.
Yeah,
I'll
head
put the
on
link
over
in the
there. I'm about to go.
I'll
I'm
put
about to
the
go
link
jump
in the
on that
chat.
joint now. I'm about to go
Um,
jump on that now.
yeah, I put the link
So
in the chat for everyone to go over there to HJ's interview over there on Rumble. He's doing the Viva Free interview right now, and so whenever y'all get ready, we get out of here. Y'all can go check it out.
all right, shit, we're about to get out of here right now. I gotta get back to the grind. Anyway, actually, I'm about to get off. Anyway, till next time is Cannon Hotep with Jay Paolo saying, stay safe, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't be chubby chasing y'all.
Oh Lord.